For warm-up this week, we're going to start with some levers, forward rolls, frog jumps, shapes focusing on pike, front support, and jumps and rebounds. On key bars, we're going to be doing a chin-up pullover drill. Athletes will be walking up the wall with their arms bent and keeping their chin nice and close to the bar. They'll kick over and try and avoid the other bar when they step up. We'll be doing an underswing dismount on the floor bar today. Athletes will step up into a straddle with their hands on the bar, fall back onto the cheese mat. If the bar moves a little bit, that's okay. Uneven bars will be our shape holds. So we're going to give a strong focus on pike so that kids can work on towards their glide swings. You can do the other shapes to give them a break so maybe their abs don't get as sore. They can go on the high bar as well. Single bar will be a step on. Make sure there's proper matting under the bar, and just in case the kids fall, and for their landing. So they'll step up and then do their landing in a motorcycle. Power hurdle and colors. So this one is for intros. This is just a practice for them to review what a power hurdle is, because hopefully they will have done it in gym frogs. The colors are just to remind them that they're going to be using different, they're standing on 2 feet sometimes and 1 foot one time. They should also be thinking about where their arms are at all times. Inters, if they have the skill down pat, they can do power hurdle into a cartwheel. Backward roll off box. So if athletes are still new to the skill, just have them start from sitting on the box. If they're a little bit more advanced or confident, then they can start from standing, so they're doing the full skill. So sitting down, placing their hands, and going all the way over. Reach and roll. Before starting the skill with your athletes, they must have a nice, strong forward roll. If they're wonky or feeling unsure about anything, just have them practice that first. When they're starting their reach and roll, have them start from standing, reach up tall. They're going to come down to a squat and reach forward on the mat as far as they can, and finish with a forward roll. Remind them that their head should not be touching the floor during this skill. One more time. Stand up tall, reach far, and push. Pike handstand. So find a box that is appropriate for your kids. We want it at about a hip height. So if this large blue one is too high, then find something a little bit smaller. To remind athletes to keep their head neutral and be looking at the box with weight on their hands and their legs nice and straight. So start beam with a basic warm-up complex, but at the end make sure that you're having all of your athletes do a pivot turn at the end. So you can do things like straight walks, high knees, ice cream scoops, kicks, all the basics that they would have learned before. And then for skills that they will have done in previous weeks, we're going to work on levers. They can go all the way down to needle if they're ready. Forward rolls. Making sure that there's a mat. And then they're going to be working on their squat on with a straight jump off. Just remind them that they're going to need that motorcycle landing at the end. Front support hops on tramp. Have your athletes press up into a strong front support and then bounce off their toes and their hands. If they don't have a strong body position, the skill won't work and they'll just flop. Box, beatboard, box. Having kids start on the first box, jump on the beatboard, and then motorcycle into the second box. If they're a little bit nervous, they can just take a little step off just to feel how much the beatboard is going to push them up. But really remind them that they need a proper landing and they need to freeze in their landing at the end of the skill. We're going to be using the vault, the beatboard, and the mat. So most athletes will not be able to properly rebound off the beatboard onto the vault, but it's just practicing running, jumping, and then getting onto the vault. So if they jump and then end up climbing on, that's just fine. This week for the cool down, or as a time filler, we're going to be doing conditioning with our school-aged kids. So we'll do some sit-ups, push-ups, in curve and out curve hold, front support and back support hold, V-sits, and long jumps.